Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a magnificent Sunday. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 biggest mistakes that you're making with Facebook groups. One of the biggest mistakes, like a precursor, is that you don't have Facebook groups. If you don't already know, Facebook groups has found a new life. Facebook has begun to favor Facebook groups again. And so you're missing money if you're not leveraging whatever Facebook likes, whatever they give the most attention to, the algorithms favor, and you get more bandwidth, your brand grows faster, you get more exposure if you use what Facebook likes. So, with that being said, Facebook has fell back in love with groups, and therefore they're giving a lot of energy around groups, around monetizing groups. They've installed paywalls so that you can monetize groups without having additional software. So with that being said, you definitely need to be looking into groups on Facebook and how to monetize those groups. So tonight, I'm going to be doing a webinar, 11 ways for you to monetize your Facebook groups. It's only $29. And let me tell you why you need to get in on these $29 webinars, because number one, they're arguably going to make you so much more money. Two, they're going to keep you from making basic monetary mistakes. And three, in the new year, I'm turning them into $1 million master classes, and they're going to be $99 each. And so it's imperative that you get in on the good before the new year starts and the price of these webinars go up. And if you attend one of these webinars, you'll understand why the price is going from $29 to $99. So if you go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money, you're going to be able to get in on tonight's webinar where we're going to be discussing 11 ways to monetize your Facebook groups. I can't impress upon you the importance of monetizing groups. We had somebody on here yesterday, I'm not going to call any names, but she had over 9,000 people in her Facebook group for free. Somebody say, ouch. 9,000 people in her Facebook group for free.com. Even a basic monetization of that group would have leveraged her tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. But unfortunately, her lack of knowledge, because I know, like, it's not really your fault, right? You don't monetize the group because you don't know how. And so until you learn how to monetize these groups directly or indirectly, you're going to keep spending your time supporting these groups and not making the money that you could, would, should generate with these groups. And so a lot of you, oh yeah, it's definitely a no-no. A lot of you don't realize the power in monetizing the groups and the money that you're leaving on the table. So first and foremost, the biggest mistake that people make is really, a lot of you don't even have groups. And groups are the simplest form of funnel that you can create. While you're out here spending all this money on lead magnets and funnels, Facebook has already given you a tool for you to be able for the free, group your people into specific funnels. And again, we're going to be talking about tonight during the webinar. It's only $20, $29. Make sure you go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money to register. But I'm going to be showing you 11 ways directly and indirectly to monetize your Facebook groups. But not having any groups at all. How many of you do not have groups on Facebook? Go ahead and comment me. Because not having groups on Facebook at all, you're losing money out the gate. So you need to be there tonight so you can learn what type of groups to create and how, so that you can generate revenue using a platform that's already there. And sometimes we try to recreate the wheel, and unfortunately, The wheel is already there, ready to roll. So what are you waiting for? So the first mistake is not having groups. The second mistake is not monetizing those groups. The third mistake is not having a purpose before you get out there with a group. How many of you have just been randomly thrown into groups that you really don't care anything about? So a lot of people are out there, I'm going to go get me a group. I'm going to run the group up to tens of thousands of people, and I'm not going to charge anybody $1. Because you're so gung-ho on getting clout, and you're so gung-ho on getting followers that you forget the reason that we are in business is to get greenbacks. And it really is greenbacks or go bust. And what I mean by that is if you don't have a sustainable profit plan for your business is not going to stay around. Good morning, Timeless. Your business is not going to stay around. And there are so many simple ways. Can I step back for a minute and really tell you the simplest way to 7 figures? Does anybody want to know? Does anybody even care about that? So while you're out here trying to sell $15,000 and $20,000 products, the way social media is set up is that it's easy for you to sell 1,000 products at $100 and make $100,000. And if you do that every quarter, you say, I'm going to sell 1,000 products at $100,000 every quarter. At the end of the year, you would have made $400,000, almost $500,000. Somebody say, wow. It is the simplest of math. It is the smallest of products. And it is the bigger exposure, because selling a $10 product, $100 product, even $1,000 product, right? Good morning, Dolores. Over and over and over, being deliberate and having laser focus is going to get you to $1 million faster than not selling anything. And the mass majority of you don't have anything for sale on a given day. And the mass majority of you don't have a profit plan that includes generating 7 figures. Good morning, Thedis. And so people are literally blowing past you. I know I've blown past a lot of people that were in business when I started simply because of the rate in which I sell a variety of products ranging from $10 to $50,000. And so if you come my way and you need help, regardless as to what your budget is, I got something for you. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to spend individual one-on-one time with me for less than $1,500 a session. It doesn't mean that. It means I have tools available. So we've got to stop sleeping on the small money, because it's the small money that's going to push you over the top when you have a 7-figure profit plan. So when you don't have a purpose before forming your group, you're not able to be deliberate about making money with that group. So again, guys, we're having a webinar tonight, $29, 11 ways to monetize your Facebook groups. You're going to get an opportunity to ask me specific questions about your Facebook group and how to monetize, and you don't need to miss it. bit.ly/Black Friday Money. Again, it's only $29. Starting in the new year, all of my webinars, well, the majority of my webinars are going to fall under my 7-figure series, and they're going to be $99 and up. So I encourage you to take advantage of these $29 webinars while you can. And let me tell you why the price of the webinar is going up, but also the content I include in the webinars are going up. Everybody knows we blew past our 7-figure yearly profit plan probably 3 years ago. And now all of our profit plans include multi-million dollars. If you want the goods on how to really make more money, I'm going to give them to you. And I don't want to have to hold back anything. So somebody that really wants to make 7 figures and is serious about it will easily pay $99 for a webinar. Easily. And you've got to challenge yourself and say, How bad do I really want the information? Because if you've never made 7 figures in your business before, you're going to have somebody show you, somebody. I don't care who it is. It doesn't have to be me, but I can promise it as it relates to my information and the strategies that I give. I know they're soundproof, viable, proven, and I've got a track record for results. So at the end of the day, I'm going to charge for that. And I encourage you to do the same. So if you're going to jump out there and create a Facebook group, you need to make sure you have a purpose. Guys, if you haven't already shared the broadcast, make sure you share the broadcast. It's critical that if you want information like this, because even if you don't join tonight's webinar, the fact that you know people are out there charging and monetizing Facebook groups takes you further knowledge-wise than you were before you joined this broadcast. So anytime you come on these broadcasts, you're going to learn more about social media. You're going to learn more about monetization. You're going to learn more about profit planning. So share that with another entrepreneur if you don't mind. Another way, another big mistake people are making. Anybody ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, go ahead and put 3 in the comments. If you're ready for number 3, put 3 in the comments. Anybody ready for number 3? Anybody ready for what is it? Uno, dos, tres. Anybody ready for tres? If you're ready for number 3, the fairest way for me to say it is to be careful about all the experts that you're listening to. I know I'm an expert. I know I'm a guru. I know I come in that category. But you got experts out here saying, go start a free group. You got experts out here saying, go do a free challenge. And you're spending your time and energy with free groups, doing free challenges, doing this free, doing that free, trying to earn a clientele. They're telling you that the beginning part of a funnel is a free product. And I can tell you over 1,000 times how the beginning of my funnel has been a paid product. And I can show you even where the beginning of my funnel has been a high ticket item. I say that to say, when you're out there doing those extended free challenges, come write your book in 7 days, free challenge. Come do this, free challenge. Come do that, free challenge. Come build your list, free challenge. If you don't know, if you don't have the history or the education on how to turn that free challenge into revenue, stop doing it. Stop doing it. It is almost, I've done one free challenge in my life. I did an email list building challenge. And that was the worst converting group that I've ever had on Facebook. I have over 150 groups on Facebook. They all make me money in some type of shape, form, or fashion almost every single month. But when I did that email list building challenge, all of the people in that group, I think I got 800 people on my list in about 5 days. They were just coming for the free. Can somebody say, wow? They were just coming for the free information. And what you got to realize is there is a subset. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning, Corinthia. Good morning, Shannon. There's a subset of individuals who just float around the internet looking for free information. Now, I can tell you unequivocally, beyond a shadow of a doubt, when you build your business based on free content, that is what you will get. You get what you pay for. So they're probably always going to be limited in their revenue. They're probably always going to be limited in their knowledge. They're probably always going to be limited in their client acquisition. They're going to be limited in so many ways because seed and harvest is a real thing. And it never stops. Seed and harvest is so real. If you want a bigger business, you will invest a bigger seed. And in the time and energy that it takes for you to try to, quote unquote, figure it out by yourself. Hey, good morning, Andrea, bad driver. In the time that it takes for you to figure it out, you could have made that money and been sitting on the beach somewhere. So you really have to make hard decisions about what you want to do with your time and your investments, right? Because it makes a difference. But running around, it's hard for you to sow seed in your business when you're running around doing free challenges. I mean, it's just a real thing. So for all of those experts to say, go do this 3-day challenge, go do this 5-day challenge, at least, you know, we're going to talk about tonight leveraging some type of revenue on that challenge so that at the end of the day, you're at least compensated for your time in a way that you can sow seed back into your business. So again, tonight's webinar, $29, bit.ly/Black Friday Money. Once you register, you're going to receive the link to join automatically. Make sure you go to your spam folder. It's not going to be on the receipt that you receive from PayPal or Stripe or whoever they ran it through. It's going to be on an actual page that tells you how to join the webinar tonight. So make sure you check your spam. But yes, people telling you to work for free, it's time out for that, and you should not listen to that. The fourth mistake. Anybody ready for number 4? And guys, these are not only gigantuan mistakes, these are mistakes that have the potential to cost you tens of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars over time. And the fourth, anybody ready for number 4? I need to see number 4. Anybody ready for number 4? If you haven't shared the broadcast already, make sure you share the broadcast, because every entrepreneur that I know needs number 4. Everybody under the sound of my voice needs number 4, because number 4 is your retirement money. Number 4 is your now or later money. Number 4 allows you to make money for the next 5 years. For those of you who don't know, I have my retirement set at November 2020. And outside of November 2020, I'm going to stop coaching the masses. I'm actually looking for coaches to replace me now. My brand is going to take the same direction. I'm just not going to be in the day-to-day for the brand. And so, you know, this number 4 is what's going to perpetuate my residual income, and that is collecting contact information. Many of you are out there so gung-ho to start a group that you are, that's an ouch. You don't have their address, you don't have their phone number, you don't have their email address, you don't know what city and state they live in. I know an entrepreneur who has been building groups geographically for the last 7 years. She has large groups in almost every major city, including an online group with about 12 to 15,000 women in it. And she has very, very few of their direct contact information. That is an ouch, because believe it or not, that means Facebook owns all of their contact information. If something were to happen tomorrow to that group or to your Facebook access, you are immediately restricted from finding those people again. But once you have them on your list, you can market to them from now in perpetuity as much as you want to until the beginning of time. Facebook limits how many events you invite them to. Facebook limits how many times you post, how many groups you can post in at a time. If you want to really control not only your residual income, but your later revenue and the ability to market to people when you want to, not when Facebook says you should, you've got to obtain the contact information for your groups. You've got to, it's a must. And going into, can I tell y'all what's illegal? In case any of y'all think y'all smarter than me, and like, I'll just go in a group and ask them for their email address. That's illegal, y'all. Somebody say, ouch. It is illegal without asking them for permission and then confirming permission to email to them. It has to be electronic. It has to be systemic. It has to be documented. So if you're running around collecting business cards, Adding people to your list, illegal. If you're not confirming with people that it's okay for you to email marketing information to them, illegal. And as the internet continues to grow and grow up, there's going to be so much censure and compliance around the internet that if you're not careful, you're gonna run your business into the ground by doing things that you didn't know were illegal because you did not hire wise counsel. Somebody say, wow. I want to show you, yesterday we had an individual. Let me show you guys the money on these Facebook groups so you understand. Yesterday we had somebody that had 9,000 members in their Facebook group, and they were paying $0 to be a member of this group. Now, if she simply monetized that group and charged them $9 a month, that's it. How many of you would pay $9 a month to belong to your favorite Facebook group, right? So if she just monetized it and charged them $9 a month, that's $972,000 a year. $972,000 a year that she's leaving on the table. See, the majority of you guys are closer to $1 million than you think, but you just don't know what to think and how to get there. And if you don't spend your time, energy, and effort really focused on getting to the million, you will continue to fall short in so many different little ways. Number one, because you don't have the strategy. Number two, because you're focused on the wrong things. And some of the things that you're focused on, because you don't have a coach to keep you laser focused on the money, some of the things that you're focused on is minutia and not even worth your time. Some of you spend so much time busy being busy and busy moving your feet. And I'm not saying that you're not tired. I'm not saying that you're not busy. And I'm not even saying that you're not making money. But what I can tell you is that when you are deliberate about your steps toward $1 million, you get to $1 million faster than you do without being deliberate. I would rather have 1,000 members paying me $9 a month for 12 months. So that's 1,000. I'd rather have 1,000 members paying me $9 a month for 12 months. Which is $108,000. I would rather have $108,000 than zero. How about you? I would rather have 100. Matter of fact, if they didn't pay me but $1 a month, if she had 9,000 members who paid her 99 cents a month for 12 months, that's still $106,000. I would rather have 9,000 people paying me $1 than 9,000 people sitting around eating my food, taking up my good air conditioning, sucking up my good information, making money off of me and not paying me a crying dime. Somebody needs to say ouch now, because that's some of you. You're either giving out information to people in your inbox because you don't have a group, or You're sitting up there playing life support for a free group that you're not getting a dollar out of, or you've yet to start a group at all and you're just sitting there. In either of those situations, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. Go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money. Tonight, we're going to be talking about 11 ways to monetize your Facebook groups. The workshop's only $29. Like I said, I'm taking my masterclass series to $99 at the beginning of the year, because if you come and sit and you make 500, 1,000, even $10 or $20,000 off of my series, it's worth well more than $29. And I know people are doing it. So I'm leaving it for now because it's the holidays, but the beginning of the year, watch for that 7-figure masterclass, and that is not 77 or 99 or something. It's going to be well more than 29. So sign up now and stop missing that information. The fifth biggest mistake you're making with Facebook groups is serving for free. You don't set an expectation of revenue or revenue goals. You don't say, I'm going to let you in for a trial, then I'm going to start charging you. And so when you start charging them, they're up in arms. They're irate. They're mad at you. You start a group and say, this is just a beta test, or I'm just going to start and see what happens. And before you know it, months have passed, the group has grown, and now you're afraid to go inside of that group and monetize that group. Do you know, let me tell you one of the worst stories that I heard about not monetizing your groups. There's a lady I know that has a Facebook community. I think it's a keto community with about 3,000 or 4,000 people in it. And she was actually giving away, hello, did anybody hear that? She was actually giving away keto meal plans. That's not the worst part. The worst part is somebody went into her group, took her free keto meal plans, and started selling them themselves. Now, how mad would you be that here you are, done set up this free group, you're giving away all this content, and somebody says to themselves, this girl could be selling this stuff, but since she won't, I will. And they go set up another group using all your information, using all of your content, and now they're over there making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of the group that you started. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. So I think the big thing is, don't let it happen to you. Any questions, guys? Don't forget tonight's webinar, 11 ways to monetize your Facebook groups, is going to be LIT. Go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money and register. It's only $29. Well worth the information I'm going to give you. In addition to that, you're going to have the opportunity to ask questions about your particular Facebook groups and how they're set up. But every now and then, guys, you get an opportunity to reset the clock. You get an opportunity to go back to day one when nobody was on Facebook, nobody was on Instagram, very few people were on LinkedIn. And you get an opportunity to say to yourself, this is the chance for me to position my product or service for the next level. And if you don't take advantage of this opportunity, and you know what, the Hollywood Space Club, you could say, is this where trademarks come into place? But you literally can't stop people from stealing. You can't. By the time that content is shared on the internet 10, 15, 20 times, Who wants to argue with them about where they got the content from? Just being honest, guys. So what you don't want to do is set yourself up to be stolen from. If you monetize first, at least you're showing a value. So again, serving for free, not setting expectations of revenue, and not having revenue goals is what keeps you at your job. After the first of the year, I'm going to be planning my annual virtual profit planning session. There will be limited seats for some people to get in the room. But I do this every year for a reason, because if you don't know exactly where you're going, you don't know exactly what vehicle can take you there. And you can't wait until after you start the journey to figure out that having this big reckless Facebook group with all of these people in it, and none of them, you don't have any of their contact information, you're not making any money off of them. It's a waste of your time, energy, effort, and it shows a weak spot in your brand that lets people know, hey, this person is free or cheap. And you never want to do that. You never want to do that. So tonight's webinar starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be back before then. Guys, secure your place. And then not only that, invite another entrepreneur you know that has a ton of groups and would benefit from a $29 webinar on how to finally stop giving away for free, how to finally monetize Facebook groups. And even if you don't have any, how do you start now getting people used? Yeah. So bit.ly/Black Friday Money, guys. Hope to see you tonight, and you can stop spoiling the block with that free information. Talk to you guys soon.